What's up, Pisces? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with the general tarot reading for August, specifically the full moon coming on August 1st. This is a full moon in Aquarius. So it's going to be about the way you think about new ideas, making old stuff new. It could be revolution, but I don't think you're going to go all in a revolution. It's, you know, your place within the collective. It's altruism. Oop, that's the card that wants to come when it flipped. There we go. This is the card, but we'll get to that in a second. I was asked how people should watch their signs, like sun, moon, or rising. That's a good place to start, sun, moon, or rising. But natal charts are far more than that, right? Conjunctions are the most important thing. Aspects in general are the most important things, but conjunctions specifically, because that's when planets are sitting on each other. That's a concentration of energy. And specifically how close the orb is. And by orb, I mean degree. They just call it orb for whatever reason. So anything 4 degrees or less, conjunction, 4 orb or less, it's going to be a pretty powerful conjunction. You're going to feel it. They do allow conjunctions. Most readers, all the way, or natal chart readers, all the way up to 8 degrees, 8 orb. But you're really not going to feel those as strong. But also, if you don't have anything in Pisces, if you had no sun, moon, or rising in Pisces, but you had multiple conjunctions in Pisces, like a stellium, like 3 or more conjunctions, you're going to want to watch Pisces, regardless of your sun, moon, and ascendant. And you should still watch your sun, moon, and ascendant too. I'm not saying those energies aren't going to be important, because they will be. Also, if you had Neptune conjunct your ascendant, that means you're going to view the world like a Pisces, because your ascendant is how you present yourself to the world and how you see the world. And if the planet that rules Pisces, which is Neptune, make no mistake about it, that's going to be your goggles for how you view the world. So you're going to look at the world through a Pisces, even if it's in a different sign, especially if that Neptune conjunct your ascendant is aspecting something, whether it's a trine, sextile, opposition, in Pisces. And it's going to be strong too. So all those aspects you need to understand to really get what the energies are in your chart. Mutual reception, like that would be 2 planets that are aspecting each other, but they're in each other's sign that they rule. Like, for example, mutual reception. I have mutual reception with Uranus and Jupiter. So I have Uranus on my ascendant in Sagittarius with a sextile to Jupiter in Aquarius. So Uranus rules Aquarius, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and they're aspecting each other in their opposite signs. That's called mutual reception. So that gives them some power too. Now, if they're in their actual sign, like Neptune in Pisces, you're definitely going to want to watch Pisces, especially if there's aspects on it. Now, if there's no aspects on it, it's not going to play that big of a role. Aspects is concentrations of energy. The concentration of energy is what you need to focus on. I do have a lot of astrology knowledge, and I hope to eventually have enough subscribers where I can start doing live streams and start making videos explaining all the astrology that I understand, the patterns, stelliums, things like this, even Chiron, and some of the other important asteroids. I want to lay out a bunch of astrology. I want to do live streams where I'm doing like tarot readings free for people, just for fun, and reading people's natal charts for fun so I can teach the astrology to individuals. Of course, I need to build a channel to do that. I need more subscribers, like subscribes, those types of things. But anyway, the card to decide to flip out for you for this tarot reading is, what do you need to release? A waning moon. What do you need to release? This is a full moon. This is the time to release. Make no mistake. Let's see what the cards say is the situation here. I petted my real fuzzy cat, or at least I touched her neck. So my nose is itching now. I have a lot of cats, and I have a cat allergy. Go figure. I love fuzzy animals a lot. I don't have anything in Virgo or the 6th house, and that's, you know, little fuzzy animals. It's your personal health too, 6th house. I have Chiron there, so eventually I'll explain what all that means when I start studying Chiron. And I believe Chiron rules Virgo, not Mercury. Yeah, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. If you see a Gemini and a Virgo, you'll see somebody with strong Gemini on the chart compared to somebody with strong Virgo on their chart. They are very different people. Not that they're not both extremely intelligent, because they both really are. But I believe Chiron plays a role with Virgo specifically. But anyway, that's where we're stopping. This card said hello. Yep, looks like something to do around work. What do you need to release? Oh, confusion. Confusion about what you're working on. Fascinating. Or what you're trying to put your energy to, what you're trying to build. It's like you're trying to create something. The advice is saying that you're chained to something, or you feel chained to something. You need to, it's a new beginning. Definitely a new beginning over here. You need to release yourself from something. Is the Lovers here anywhere? Okay, the King of Cups on the bottom could be you, male or female. I don't really put a lot of credence into the bottom card. I feel like if it needed to be in the reading, it would be in the reading. Current situation, it could have something to do with work. I mean, it has something that you're working on. You have a lot of ideas about what you want to work on and what you want to create, because the Empress is also a card of creation, whether they be pregnancy, but this situation doesn't look like pregnancy. I don't see any lovers here, any sexual cards specifically. Something that you're trying to build. You have a lot of ideas about what you want to build. It's like you don't know, you have ideas about it, but you don't know exactly what you want to build and what you want to put your energy for your new project. And it seems like that's what the question is, or the current situation is around. Or like where you want to focus your energy. What aspect of your life do you really want to focus your energy? This is the current path that you're on. You have the Four of Rods, the Ace of Swords, and the Sun. So, I mean, the Four of Rods is like a happy home card. Like, it could be a big celebration. Having it all, really. Ace of Swords is clarity or truth. And the Sun is like the spotlight, you know. It's the light. It's being recognized. It's, you know, it's everything revolving around you. It seems like you might need to put your focus on the home life. Or that's the current path that you're on, is putting the spotlight and the focus on your home life or on your social life. And that's where you're putting your mental energy, and your truth seems to revolve around that. But it's saying, what do you need to release? And maybe you need to release the confusion that I see down here in the current question. Maybe it's not as confusing as you think. Maybe it's pretty straightforward. Maybe you need to focus on your home life and your the outcome has to do with money. And this other path seems to have to do with money too. So this is the other path you can choose. So that path is like, focus on your home life, your family life, your social life. And find the joy in that. And find what revolves around you, you know. This is the other path. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So this is basically, you know, this is like walking away from that kind of energy, caring a lot about what people think as far as like what you have materially, like walking away from feeling like you have to show the world this specific view, specifically the view of yourself that the world tries to make you think is the best you. Like, you have to have this money, you have to look this way, you have to do these things, you have to put it on Facebook, you have to put it on Instagram, you have to show that life. And you know, the world is like, get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. Get money, pay your bills, get money, pay your bills, get money, pay your bills, consume, buy. And that's what this is. It looks like in this path you're trying to walk away from it, you know. I think maybe we all need to release that. Because we're all chasing that dollar. We're all chasing that steady life. And a lot of times it can get out of hand. I mean, it's walking towards saving money, though. It's walking away from having to, you know, work and show your work to, like, saving money and holding on to it. And maybe that's what it is. Stop working so hard. Start focusing on your home life. And just kind of save your money and things will work out. And you'll be able to have time to do that. Because he's walking from the Three of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. It could be that you've done your work. You've shown what you can do. And then now you can just kind of sit on your money for a while. Figure out what's best for you. And we're going to clarify on both these paths. This path looks amazing with the, you know, the Four of Rods, the Ace of Swords, and the Sun. I mean, Sun is all good energy, all good. Sun is the life giver. All energy in our solar system and in our world, in our lives that we use, I mean, except for the energy that kind of creates it on us in the background, but the energy of our solar system is all solar. Make no mistake. Even the energy you get off the moon and the other planets, they're all revolving around that sun. This is advice. You have the Devil, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. So it's looking like it's a new start. Like, it's a new start in money and a new start in, like, your relationships or in your love life. You have three aces here. You have the Ace of Swords too. This is like starting. It's like, what do you need to release? It's like, maybe you need to release it all. Maybe you need to release all your ideas about everything and just start from scratch. Release your ideas about work. Release your ideas about, you know, your love life and your social life. That type of thing. And approach it in a new way. Let go of the confusion. I mean, this is a card of being chained to something, right? And the advice is saying stop being chained to either a relationship. It could be a relationship because there's two people there. Stop being chained to a relationship. Stop being chained to like drinking. Stop being chained to like. But with these two cards is here, it's like stop being chained to like negative emotions and negative thoughts about money or worrying about money. That's what it feels like because it's advice in this spot. And the devil is like being chained to something or like addictions, things like that. If you have addictions, but because it's the cup and the pentacle here, it feels like it's around relationships and money. So it could be maybe you're in a toxic relationship, or maybe you have toxic relationships around you at work, things like that. And you need to unchain yourself. Stop being chained to it. Look at things differently. Release it. Let it go. Move on. Find a new tribe. If you don't like where you're at, you're not happy. It doesn't feel conducive to your highest good and your highest self, and you're going to know that. You're going to feel that within yourself. Pisces is very psychic and intuitive sign. I would suggest that you let it go. Get rid of it. Whatever this confusion is about it, right? It looks like it may be at work. It looks like it may be whatever emotional attachments you have at work with other people at work. Maybe they're not good for you. Maybe they're toxic. Even if that job pays you a lot of money, or maybe, or even you just like what you do there, but you don't like the people. There's always other jobs, even doing the same thing probably, or become your own boss. Create that same business for yourself. Release yourself from that, from whatever the relationship is. Or, it feels like it's definitely involving something like that. But the path that you're on suggests that you're doing that, right? That you're going to stop dealing with whatever's at work and start focusing more on this. And maybe you don't have to quit your job or anything, but you can completely release your attachment to it and focus on what's good in your life. And there's definitely good in your life because it's right here. And it's saying that's what's going to give you the clarity. The clarity in your life. And it's also going to put you in the spotlight. And it's going to spotlight what's good in your life and what's circling around you that's good. And there's always good. It's just easier to focus on the bad because, catharsis. You're like, oh, man. And it's easy to get pulled down to that energy. It's like, oh, man, this and that. And, oh, why me, man? I got to deal with this. And it's easy to focus on that. But when that happens, be like, think about the good in your life, your family, your loved ones, your partner, whatever. And it can bring you out of that. For me, it's little fuzzy animals. They make me smile. Even though my nose is itching because I'm allergic to them, I still love them. The outcome looks like it's all good with money, I can tell you that. Or at least it's going to be a change in money. So it may be that you need to step by, that you need to release it. You need to release this toxic work situation. It's taking a lot from you. That's a new start in money with the Page of Pentacles. It's a change in money with the Two of Pentacles. And then the Queen of Pentacles is nurturing whatever this change is. And she's facing both of them. They're actually both facing this change in money, right? And it's all pentacles here. So it feels like you're like in a toxic relationship at work and you need to change it. Like, look, they're focused on their pentacles, all of them, of course. I mean, because, that's what the pentacles are all about, the material goods. But the Page and the Queen are both facing the change in money. So it's a change in money coming, most likely the way you make money. Or you just got to step away from that job for a while because it's upsetting you and it's putting a lot of stress on you. And it feels like this. Maybe it's a crappy boss. Could be a Capricorn. Could just be a boss that's trying to, be all Machiavellian on you to try to, work harder. And like, they just feel like, yeah, I'm going to pick on this Pisces because I'm their boss and I can. And it's like a power trip. And like, maybe you just got to get away from that. Maybe it's keeping you all like, confused. I would say step away, whatever that is. And maybe stepping away will make them change their tune. They'll be like, oh, we'll offer you a raise to come back. I'll be like, maybe after a little bit of time, maybe. But like, you need to be recognized for what you do and what your worth is. And maybe you should just change jobs because it's looking like a change in money. But I would say that focus on your home life and what's good in your life. And it's going to give you that clarity. And once you feel better, then go out and step back out into the workforce or step back out into whatever it is that you're trying to create and do. And you're going to have a better perspective of it and you're going to feel better about it because the better you feel, generally the better results you're going to get. It's just kind of the way it works. As above, so below, as within, so without, right? You're going to vibrate a specific way. And you're going to, when you vibrate a specific way, you project it out. I mean, we receive and we project, right? And when energies interact and everything is moving, even this desk, there are electrons in the whatever makes up the wood, the atoms that make up the wood have electrons that are moving. I mean, you can't see them, but they're moving. Everything's moving. Everything is moving. So everything interacts with everything. So however you're projecting your energy and other energies when it interacts with them, try to project, the energy that you would want back. Even if you don't necessarily get it in that moment, just don't be overcome by it. And if the better you feel, the more likely you're to change the situation toward that type of energy and get a better result. I want to see what you're confused about here in the middle. What is Pisces confused about? What is... Feels like work. So, see if, oh, right there is where we're going to go. Those 3 cards. Those 3 cards actually jumped out. Got some court cards in science. So it's like you're trying to dissect the situation, because in this deck, the 6 of Swords isn't really moving away from it. It's called science. So it's more like dissecting it, like understanding the situation the best you can. And then you have the Prince of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Well, Princess. Prince of Swords and the Princess of Cups. So it's, you know, it's the way you're thinking and how you emotionally feel about it. The way you're thinking about the situation and emotionally feel about the situation. You're trying to break it down. So whatever this situation is, whatever this confusion is in the situation, it feels like it's at work, you're trying to break it down. This confusion. I mean, this path looks clear as day. Stay on the path that you're on. Stay on the path of focusing on your home life. Focus on the good stuff in life. And it's gonna benefit you for sure. I want to see what this other path is, though, with the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, if work's beating you down, or whatever it is at work that's upsetting you, you know, take a time, step back, recover, feel better about yourself for a little while, then step back out into it. Oh, there we go. Queen of Wands, Knight of Discs. It's all court cards. So whatever this other path is, I mean, you got a Knight of Cups, a Knight of Discs, and a Queen of Wands. I mean, it just feels like people. It's like people at work. Yeah. It's like there's so much going on at work. You're just like, there's so many energies at work. I mean, you got 3 of the energies. You got the Cups energy, the Discs energy, and the Wands energy. And you're trying to walk away from it. Right? And I think that's what you need to do. I mean, you get too much energy going on for too long, right? Especially if you're empathetic. You're definitely likely to feel overburdened and overwhelmed. Yeah, that's definitely what you're walking away from. Looks like just court cards. A lot of people in this situation. Yeah, people are draining you. Time to retreat and focus on what makes you feel good, and not trying to please everybody. That can always drain us. What's this devil? What's this devil for Pisces? What is it that they feel chained to? Ooh, we got some wind going on outside. I better get this reading done before my power decides to shut off. Come on. That'll work. More people. Prince of Wands, Queen of Discs, and the Universe. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you're done. The universe is like the world, completed. And again, you got more court cards, more people. Queen of Discs and the Prince of Wands. So it's like multiple people. They're trying to keep you chained down. Could be a boss. It's like, or your passion about money is keeping you chained down. Like the need to have to go get money. And it's time to be done with that. It's time to be complete with it for now. Time to recover. I think if you do that and you spend time and make a change in how you make your money, you're going to be all good, because it feels all good. All right, Pisces, that's all I have. I hope that meant something to you. Like I said, I'm trying to build the channel so I can do more with it. I'm trying to get more subscribers, of course. That's the number one thing, trying to get to 1,000. So please consider liking and subscribing and leaving a comment if you will. It'll mean a lot to me. I'm trying to build the channel. Like I said, I want to start doing more in the channel, but until I get it built up, there's kind of really no point. I'm going to be doing my tarot until I get it built up. Then I'm going to start putting a lot more on astrology as well, so I can invest more time in it. Right now, I don't have a ton of time to invest in it, but I'm doing what I can when I can. But yeah, I hope that resonated in some way, and I'm glad that you are here, and I hope that I do see you here again. Happy full moon, Pisces.